Okay. What does it mean that we live on a plane of inertia?
So yeah, I don't. So I've learned what I learn information and I write it down. So I'm gonna look at my notes. I know people
You rang.
or neutral. Does that make sense?
Were you reading something while... You know that when you switch your apps, we can't hear anything you say?
Oh, I did not know that. So yeah, I can repeat that. My fault. I didn't know that. No one told me that. I'm sorry.
Well, now you know.
Funny. That's funny.
You're going to learn two things today. That
All right,
and something else. No, Cameron, we can't hear you.
I know. Okay, I see. I was just testing it. Okay. Okay. Well, I can't. Yeah, I was reading something. But it was like my thoughts. Yeah. I can just say it from my head, I guess, but it's not gonna come out as good as all. So, the toroidal field usually refers to. Well, I have it written down, but it refers to what we don't know what it refers to. But if hypothetically,
We absolutely know what it refers to.
We know what it is. Like a magnet will create a sort of like donut-shaped field.
That's actually not a toroidal field. That's a poloidal field.
Oh, really?
Flat earthers don't know the difference. Yeah, a toroidal field goes, it goes like, imagine a hollow donut. A toroidal field goes around the hollow donut.
That's where
like
the Earth,
in the inside.
the Earth donut. That's where that came from. That's that theory. That's where that came from.
This isn't a theory. This is just the name of a thing.
No, I'm saying the donut Earth theory. Remember, there was flat Earth, there's donut Earth, all that shit. Remember that?
No.
I don't think that there are any actual donut earthers.
Okay, but I'm saying that that was a conspiracy. We all knew it was a joke though, because we know that it's not. You know what I mean? But that's where that theory came from. I feel like
a hemorrhoidal field. Okay, so
donut.
So you're saying we live in a toroidal field? What does that mean?
I believe we live. Okay, so you said the magnets, and then the plane of inertia. The only reason
the plane of inertia?
The plane of inertia is where life can grow because you're in between.
No, but what is it? What is a plane of inertia?
The plane of inertia is the only place that life can sustain.
Not where is it? What is it?
Yeah, what because those terms make no sense being put together.
I'm sorry, I'll make sense. Okay, where is it? Like in our reality?
No,
where.
What is it?
What is it?
The plane of inertia, in my opinion, is Earth.
No, what is... Okay, the phrase, plane of inertia, what does that phrase mean?
It's a plane... you're asking me what's in Greek? What, you're gonna translate it like that?
No,
exactly?
no. So I know what a plane is. What does it mean for there to be a plane of inertia? What does that mean?
I don't know.
I know what inertia is. I know what a plane is. But when you put those two things together, you don't get anything that makes sense.
No,
that's why it does make sense if you think about it with magnetism.
No,
it does.
Do you know what inertia is?
No.
Then how did? Then why are you telling us it makes sense if you don't even know what it is?
Okay. It's really simple.
Yes,
fine.
but you don't know what it is.
I don't have to know what it is.
Yes, you do. If you're gonna tell people this is what I believe, but you don't even know what the terms are, then what are we doing?
Yeah, you're right. I can't give you something and every single thing of it can make sense. You're right. But can I keep going? It might help if I keep going.
I suppose, for the record, inertia, the way I understand it, is the fact that an object will resist changes in its velocity. So if it's at rest, it's hard to get it to move, and if it's moving, it's hard to get it to change directions or change its speed. Right?
Yes.
To say we live on something that does that makes no sense unless you're saying that Earth is moving, because it is, but that's just a very weird way to describe where we live.
Earth is flat, non-rotating, and it's stationary.
Okay.
So you are a flat earther.
The Bible's a metaphor, I swear. So if you just take everything as a metaphor, wait, think about it. Take everything as a metaphor, and then all of a sudden that apple story of Adam and Eve, it makes sense. An apple is a toroidal field. It's a manifestation from Earth itself. And does that make sense?
If you're allowing yourself to literally just make it all up because everything's a metaphor, then anything could make sense, but it literally makes zero sense.
No, we can use we can use science and we can use the Bible.
But don't you think that scientists who say the earth is round and it spins do that? Don't you think that they do that?
Well, I understand the agenda, so it's not like I can
what agenda?
What agenda? Yeah.
Okay, let me ask you this. Have you ever actually sat down and had a conversation with a scientist that's more than 5 minutes?
Yeah, my uncle. I talked to him a lot, actually.
Your uncle's a scientist. What does he do?
He works in San Francisco. I don't exactly know what he does. I'm not that close.
But he's a scientist of some kind?
I know that because my mom tells me that, and I talk to him, and he has a bunch of. I literally talk to him about I do what I'm doing to you guys, right? Like I say all this weird stuff, and it's
is he a data scientist?
I don't know what he does. I can text him, but he's not going to answer me.
So all of your information about the agenda of scientists, all of that information.
The agenda of science? No, I didn't mean the agenda of science. I meant the agenda of what's the understanding of the universe.
So then why'd you say something about
scientists?
You know what the agenda is.
The agenda,
what agenda? Who?
Who? There's okay, there's
who has this agenda?
Okay, I'm gonna sound goofy, but all of the propaganda with aliens and stuff. Do you guys know what that really is?
I don't even know what that question was. I don't know if aliens exist. I don't know what they're covering up, if anything important.
Okay, well, so the Vatican prepare guidelines for operations and spiritual entities, and we got the demon syndrome thing. That's not true. You can't just make up a PM disorder. I said that.
This
wrong.
has nothing to do with science.
I'm talking about the agenda. Confused. I'm talking about we don't have to talk about anything. I'm sorry. I don't know what your question is.
It's okay. All I'm saying is that, look, if all of your information about how scientists behave and the scientific agenda comes from your uncle, then maybe you don't actually know what the way scientists operate, the way scientists think, the things that scientists care about, etc. But Peterson, I do have to go. I have a call with my mom in 30 seconds.
Oh, that's fine.
But thanks for having me up.
You're welcome. As always.
Hi. Do you have any questions for me?
I don't even know where to start, dude. Okay, so I don't understand why you think that scientists that do this for a living are wrong, and you, who just thinks about it, knows the truth. I don't get that state of mind.
I can explain. All right, so I can explain.
Do you think you have a special gift or power, or have been talked to by some sort of magical being?
No, not at all. I'm not Bashar. I don't communicate and have do you know who Bashar is?
No.
Okay, he's some entity that gives advice, and he's very.
Wait. Are you in high school?
No. I swear on my life, I'm a freshman in college. I'm 18. If you wanted to kick me, it's all good. If you want, I can leave. I don't have to talk. You don't have to talk to me. I will leave. It's not. But I did want to answer your questions. You don't have to believe anything. You can just take it as a story too. You know what I mean? It's not that serious.
No, can't.
It doesn't
I actually believe him, but I can't.